What's up, guys? Miles back with another video. Sorry I didn't drop Monday. I was just too tired on this weekend. I've been moving stuff this whole weekend. This is the move-in weekend. So I'm not in my new place. I'm in a hotel right now, but that's the reason why I didn't post on Monday. So you guys forgive me. But we're gonna give you two videos on Tuesday and a video on Wednesday and Thursday. Right? But on today's video, I want to talk about how to identify real people. And I feel like this is an important skill you need to learn, right? Because a lot of people out here do not care about you, do not have your best interest, right? And you got to navigate through all this BS, through the snakes, through the snails, through everything, all the tigers, all the sharks in the water. You have to learn how to navigate this life because it's what it is. You cannot be afraid. You cannot choose the wrong person continuously because your life will be fucked up, right? So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video, and we out to this. Point number one, how to identify real people. First of all, they don't try to change you, right? They accept you for what you are. So kind of point one and point two are kind of the same things, right? So when you meet somebody real, right, they accept you as you are, right? You don't have to wear a suit all the time. You don't have to wear cowboy boots all the time to be in the group. You don't have to wear J's all the time to be in the group. You ain't got to speak a certain way. You ain't got to do nothing but just be yourself. That's how you identify real people. They accept you for how you are, for what you do, for how you do it, for why you do it, right? That's point number one. Now, point number two is kind of the same thing, right? Different way. They're not judgmental. This is a huge one. Because as soon as you do something different, you switch that country music to some rap music. You put them J's on when you should have been wearing a suit with some loafers on. As soon as you do something different than what the group or what the people around you or that your friend, the people around you are doing, they immediately start to alienate you. Immediately. Right? So you know you're dealing with a good person when they're not judgmental. You pull up with your hair a certain way, you don't give a fuck. You change your style up, they don't care. They rock with you because of who you are, right? That's an important point. Next point. They give you advice and they help you out, right? They give you advice when you need advice, and they give you, sorry, that was just my phone, guys. I apologize for the interruption. But they give you a good advice when you need advice, right? So let's say you're going through something, right? And you're going through whatever it is. You can vent to that person and tell them everything. And that person won't judge you, won't do anything wrong. They'll just give you a little bit of advice and kind of just cheer you up and encourage you, right? That's another point on how to identify real people. They encourage you, right? They encourage you through the good times, through the bad times. They always got something positive to say, even when things don't even seem like it. Even when things aren't going right. They got something positive, something uplifting to say to you, right? Excuse me. So they help you out, right? Everybody in life, at some point or another, is dealing with something. You're going to go through a hard time. Your car's going to break down on the side of the road. You're going to need some money, right? These things are inevitable. These things are going to happen. Things are going to go wrong in your life, right? But the real people help you out in those situations, right? I remember a time when my friend, he was in trouble. He wasn't like in physical trouble, but he really needed me because he had work the next morning, but he was finna stay out at this party, and he needed somebody to come pick him up, and nobody else was answering, so I'll answer it. I don't know how I answered it. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Normally I'm dead sleep, but for some reason, got his call, got him, picked him up. He got to work the next day. He didn't get fired from his job. That's what real people do, right? And I'm not tooting my own horn, but you know, he occasionally brings that up, occasionally, every once in a while, just to use it as an example, right? Another example, one of my friends would pick me up from school when I needed a ride, whenever it was raining outside, right? Whatever the situation is, right? It goes much deeper than just that. That's kind of surface level things. You know, when you're going through something and you call somebody in the middle of the night, that's whenever you know somebody's a real person, when they answer that call for you. Okay? So, next point. This is a crucial one as well. They give you constructive criticism, right? Now, this is important because some of you think real people are yes men, and that's not it. Real people are not yes men. They'll credit you and lift you up when you have a good idea. They'll even credit you and lift you up when you have a bad idea. The difference is they'll tell you it's a bad idea and say, hey, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. Right? They're not going to just hype your head up and say yes, yes, yes into and do any and everything, right? So that's another reason how you identify real people, right? They're honest. They give honest criticisms about stuff, right? Next point. They show vulnerability and empathy around you. They're not trying to be tough all the time. They're not trying to be rough and whatever that they're not trying to be like everything's okay all the time. They will show you real vulnerability and empathy, right? If something feels wrong with you, they'll vent to you about it. They'll tell you about it. When something is wrong, when you wrong them or you're doing something wrong, they will talk about it. They will bring it up, right? That exterior will come down. That hard exterior will come down from time to time. And like, let's be real, guys. Do you really want to be hard 1,000% of the time, right? Everybody needs somebody to talk to. You need some emotions to vent, all that stuff, right? So if they're vulnerable and showing empathy, you can trust them because they're being vulnerable, you're being vulnerable. Exchanging vulnerability is how you form trust, right? Last point, they always have your back. Whether you're right or wrong, win, lose, maybe, they stand in your corner no matter what, right? No matter if you're in jail, no matter if you poor, no matter if you rich, they look at you and keep it real with you through the thick and thin, through all that stuff. Them your real riders, your real people that you mess with on a consistent basis, right? So that's the video. That's how you identify real people. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. And we out, guys. Have a good day, good week. See you on the next one.